Hi, I'm Micah Fikes. I'm with ECAP. We've been certifying teachers for 23 years in the state of Texas. We've been doing it longer than any other privately owned organization, and we know the answers to these questions. I'm sure that you've had difficulty getting your questions answered, whether it be through TEA or through other agencies. We've heard that it's hard to get these questions answered. If you have questions that we don't address in this series, then please comment them and we'll try to get to them for you. So basically, guys, there's three ways in Texas to get certified. You have the traditional route where you went to college and you earn your certificate at the same time. You have reciprocation, which means I taught in another state and Texas reciprocates. And then you have what we do, alternative certification. I have a bachelor's degree, but I did not get my teaching certificate when I was going through college. Or I'm a fireman or an EMT, or I have a special trade that these schools want to hire me to teach, and I need a teaching certificate to do it, but I didn't get a bachelor's degree because it wasn't required for my trade. So let's talk about the traditional way to get certified first. A lot of people know they want to teach when they go into college, so they sign up for an education degree. If you're attending a college in Texas that's accredited through TEA, then they can also give you your teaching certificate along the way, along with that. A lot of people, though, and something people don't know, is that the last semester of that is going to be a student teaching internship. You're going to basically work a full-time schedule, and you're going to do that for free. And not only that, but you're going to pay tuition to the college for the privilege of doing that. So a lot of students will opt at the end of their bachelor's degree program to forego the certificate, and then they'll get into a program like ECAP, an alternative certification program, only for the internship phase of their program. And with alternative certification, the internship is a full year long, but here's a caveat, it's paid. You're the teacher of record. It goes on your retirement as a year of service. You're certified actually during that year as well. So some people can shorten their college experience and hop into a program right at the end in order to speed up the process of transitioning from college into actually teaching in the classroom. So just real quick, another route is reciprocation. Really all you need to know is that if you're already a teacher in another state and in some other countries that are English speaking, you can contact the Texas Education Agency, and we'll put their link in the video. So you contact them, they will explain to you how to get on a one-year certificate so that you can teach for a year, and during that year, it's going to be your job to pass all the appropriate content and pedagogical exams for the state of Texas. So basically, we'll let you teach for a year while you prove to us that you can pass these state teacher exams. So there's alternative certification as well. That's what ECAP does. Basically, if I'm an engineer and I retire from my engineering career, and I've always wanted to teach math to middle schoolers or even in high school, I can go, since I have a lot of math and I know math, and a lot of math in my bachelor's degree, I can go teach math without having to go back to school and earn a whole bachelor's degree in education. The way you do that is you come through a program like ECAP, you give us your transcripts, we learn about your work history, and we qualify you. And we get you into a position where you can take the content exam, the math test in that case, so that you can pass that test and demonstrate that you know the content knowledge for the subject that you want to teach. Once you do that, then ECAP takes the first year of your teaching experience, and it's kind of an on-the-job training. You're going through ECAP training as well as being supervised in your classroom, not on a daily basis, but being supervised periodically in your classroom as a classroom teacher. And you're basically completing all the pedagogical training and components to become a teacher during and prior to, in the semester prior to your first year of teaching. So there's also trades in industry. You might work in a field like firefighting, or you might be a nurse where perhaps you didn't earn a bachelor's degree along with your trade or your license to ply your trade. There's a lot of trades areas that are qualified areas to teach here in Texas and that don't require a bachelor's degree. We'll put a list in the comments of those areas so that you can see if you might be in one of those. It's things like culinary arts, policemen for criminal justice, welders are a good one, and even some like engineering positions where you maybe worked as a professional, but you didn't have the degree that matched. Anyway, either way, whether you're trades and industry or whether you're going a mainstream like math, English, science, social studies, either way, what you want to do is apply to a program and get your transcripts and your other documentation to that program so that they can tell you what you need to do in order to qualify to teach. In some cases, it's just a matter of proving your experience. In most cases, it will be a matter of passing a content test that matches the content that you want to teach. So you've had a short introduction to teacher certification in Texas. What I envision for this series, though, is to teach you from the beginning all the way through I'm in the classroom, everything you're going to need to know or you're going to experience. So we're going to be talking about how to fill out your application, how to do a resume appropriately, and what the whole job search thing is like. How much does your program do for you? How much are you expected to do on your own? As well as what is a program? I mean, how much training and testing and teaching and how much does it cost? All of these questions we're going to go into in this series. So please check check out this playlist, and we'll make sure that we try to address the general questions. But guys, I miss questions sometimes. So please comment and let me know what questions you would like to have answered as we continue to produce this series. In the meantime, if you do want to place a phone call and you want to get all of this over the phone, feel free to call an ECAP consultant. Number is down below, but it's 817-284-7731. We answer our phones. So we'll be happy to have this conversation in private.